So I am getting ready to coffee dye some 32 count linen and some 28 count even weave, just the MCG textile stuff that I got at Joann's. I was in a thread, I think it was Stitch Mania, the other day, and one of the poster was saying how, you know, she wanted coffee grounds to do, you know, some coffee dyeing, and realized that now that she has a Keurig, you know, she doesn't just have a pile of them laying around. And I said, well, you know, you can still use the pods. You just have to open them up. But I think I also suggested using, oh my goodness. Oh, instant coffee. That's what I used to do, is go to the dollar store and grab just a thing of really cheap instant coffee. Because I guess the one thing about having your tastes run towards the primitive is the muddier it looks, the more mottled it looks, the more it looks like somebody buried it in the yard for a week, the better it comes out. The more I like it. So it was suggested that I go ahead and use some of my pods to do some coffee dyeing as well. So I will post a picture to the group when I'm finished with these. But I thought I would do a little videoing. I already have a plan for at least I think the linen, because I was watching Cozy Egg the other night and she mentioned that there was going to be a Salem stitch along starting on June 10th, and I love this idea. I love this idea so much. So much that I want to get in the car with my husband this weekend, take a ride to Salem. That's how excited I am. I've already picked my pattern. I think most people have seen this from the Stitcherhood. Pretty sure I'm just going to use DMC black for, you know, the black. But I bought a mixed pack from Silks For You, and if there's an orange and a green in there, I'm going to swap those out with silk. And then I have to figure out how I'm going to finish it. But first I should start it. But I definitely think that a nice coffee dyed linen, that'll look nice on that. Now the stitch along is going to run from June through September. And I think I'm probably going to finish that long before then. So I may have to either find a second pattern, or I may stitch it a second time and do something different with it. But we'll see. So let's go coffee dye something. Just so you can see my little dumpling in here. That is about 3 pods worth of coffee. And don't mind the bottom of my pot. This thing is ancient. But it's clean. It's just, you know, nasty. And let me just grab, I'm going to make you wiggle for a second. A little spoon here. And this is just tied up in an old coffee filter. You could probably get away with cheesecloth too. And I'm just letting that agitate in a little bit of water. Not a whole lot. I didn't measure it. I don't measure. So the plan is to brew it up nice and strong here. I'm going to dunk the linen, and then when I think it's sat long enough, I'll take it out, I'll rinse it and all that, and then I'll put some of the grounds on it to kind of dirty it up a little more. But I mean, that's a lot of grounds in just 3 little pods. So you figure I've saved how many pods? So I can dye many things right now. It's my little setup. So we will let this boil and check in on it soon. I just wanted to get this on film too, because I know a lot of people have had trouble with the MGC linen. But that's a pretty good cut. It's not, you know, weird or off center, and the weave looks pretty. I haven't counted to make sure it's wicked even, but it's, I mean, it looks like linen. No real weird slubs. Oh, look! Oh, look! There's a cat on my fabric! Oh, look! Socks! Get! You're not even supposed to be on the table, get! So, that's what we're gonna dye. So I always think to myself, I should have used the bigger flat pan, because that would have given me more surface area to work with. But I don't. I always use the nasty pan. But that's okay, because it doesn't have to be completely covered. And I'm going to squish it around for a while, and you can see some of the grounds get out, and that's just fine. That'll probably leave some spots. So I am going to literally saute this, although the heat's off, for a while until it is darker than I want, because it's always going to lighten up when it gets rinsed and then when it dries. So I am going to stew this for a bit, and then I'm going to put it in the Tupperware and put some grounds on it and let it crunch up for a while, and then we'll see what we end up with. It is all scrumpled and grumpled up in the Tupperware, and it's not completely covered. I've covered it, I've uncovered it, I've done it both ways. I'm just going to see how this works out. I mean, the good thing about this is it's coffee. It was going to go to waste anyway, so if I have to brew up another one and kind of re-over dye this, fine. If it comes out so horribly terrible that I can't use it, I'll get some RIT and just over dye it completely. Nothing's going to go to waste here. So let's do this. We will cover this up. I'm going to put it somewhere safe, away from the kitties. And we're supposed to go grocery shopping tonight, so I will check on it in a couple of hours and see if I like how it's looking and make some decisions. We'll see you then. This is round 2 for the white even weave. Second verse, same as the first. I think what I will do is let this percolate longer than I let the other one. I might turn the heat down, because generally what I figure is when it starts to smell like burnt coffee, it's done. But maybe I don't want to burn this quite so fast. So I think I'll turn the heat down and let it simmer a bit and see if it gets a little darker. This is what was the white even weave in its little Tupperware. Well, I put it in a significantly bigger Tupperware because that's what I had. And I don't think I'm going to be happy with this one the first time around, but we'll see. I feel like the grounds got clumped in one place, and I may not like where they got clumped. Or I might love it. We won't know. It'll be like Christmas. It'll be like Christmas morning. So we'll check on this in a couple hours too. All right, these have been cooking for, oh goodness, about 2.5 hours now. They smell all nice and coffee. So I'm gonna make myself some coffee in a minute. But let's rinse these out first and see what we've got. So this is the linen. Came out. You can see a nice tan. To be able to see the, we'll have to do better. Try to equally. The linen came out good, the even weave came out even better. I said there was going to be that chunky bit. think that's going to come out nice. I think that's going to be okay. So what I think I'm going to do, look at the difference just in the color. So cool. But you know what? I think I'm going to put this, put the linen back in where the even weave was. See if I can get some more grains on there. Great. Check back in a while on this one. See if we could pick up a little of the modeling here. Of course, one thing I forgot is serge your edges first, because they get all crazy. You think there might be too many wrinkles for you to see. Like you can see up there, that's kind of a darker spot. It's a little muddy on the edges. No real spots, I think, in the middle, but again, won't really know until it's dried. I went to put it outside to dry and it just kept getting dirty. So I don't want my prim fabric to be dirty or something. Anyway, we'll go check on the linen in a little while. So let's see. It's still really even. It's been about 5 hours, so it's not going to pick up much more color. But we might as well do one more try to make it blotchier. I will dump out almost all the liquid. And we're just down the grounds. Alright, we'll let those soak overnight. Alright, let's see how this comes out. This is recording, so don't say anything weird. You know, like about the ice cream man cutting up children and stuff like that. Because my friends on the internet, by the time you hear turkey in the straw, it's already too late. He already has your soul. Alright, let's rinse. Let's rinse with water that won't burn my skin off. Well, it is definitely coffee colored, but it did not model. Maybe just a little smidgy bit. I don't think there's any more light to be had here. Not much. But that's okay. Not every piece does what we want it to. Could just be because it's crappy linen. But I'm going to use it anyway. Because, by golly, I paid for it. Alright, we'll see what it looks like when it's dry. Okay. This is the fabric that I want to use for the Salem Remembrance stitch along that's going on. It actually starts tomorrow on the 10th, so I plan to start stitching at midnight tonight. I have to stay up anyway to find out who wins the basketball game, because if the Warriors win, I have to work. If they don't win, I don't have to work. Go Cavs. Alright, so I'm going to dampen this down, you know, eventually. Dear spray bottle. No meow. Is there a reason? Just to make me look foolish. we'll find. Dampen it down just a smidge. I've got it the base color that I want. I just want some smudgy bits. Oh, that's more wet than I wanted. That's okay. What is happening over here? What are we playing with? Pardon me, there's chaos. What are you doing? Oh, you got a straw? Oh, that's okay. Kitties can have straws. This is coffee water. I'm going to sprinkle, and this has been brewing for a good week now, so it's pretty gross, I guess is the word we're going to look for. I have a pie plate down here. That's not going to help. You know what? The counter is just going to get wet. It's just coffee. Whatever. Alright, so more coffee. More coffee. I was looking for something roundabout this kind of color. If you watch Vanna's videos, and if you're not watching Vanna videos, I don't know what you do with your day. She has a bake and baste. Although I do prefer the bacon based idea, because if you're going to include bacon, I'm probably going to get involved. Let's see. But she has a method that I guess makes it come out a lot darker. So if that's what you're into, you should do that. I am thinking though that these grounds have had it because they've been soaking for so long. So I may have to break into some fresh ones. Yay, fresh grounds. Yeah, because these have almost like disintegrated. Alright, so let's see here. I'm a little compulsive about washing my hand for some reason. You know, I have coffee on it. I'm about to get coffee on it. I'm actually about to reach into the trash to get coffee on it. I don't know why I wash my hand. Okay, not going to reach into the trash to get coffee because it's not on top. So I'm going to try one of these oldies. Oh, look at that decaf. Nobody in this house is going to drink that. No siree, Bob. See what happens if we rub some dry grounds. Oh, yeah. Now we're getting dirty. Oh, yeah. That's a satisfying sound. I need to get more damp. Yes, I meant that exactly the way it sounded. I don't like to just do the middle. Coffee water here. Oh my god, that's weirdly soothing. Weirdly. Waiting for my husband to bring dinner home. He's gonna walk in on this and be like, why? Why are you messing with that fabric again? And then he'll see that in order to do this, I did the dishes, and he'll be happy. You know what would make me happy? Dishwasher. It's beside the point. Okay. I am going to, I guess, let that mellow, because he's home. We'll check back in a few minutes. Alright, let's see how this comes out. yeah, much better. Much better with fresh coffee. Now that's a little more primitive. Can't really see, but I'll show you. That's a little more like it. Dirty and disgusting. Just how I like it. Alright. Now this is ready for a Salem stitch along. Okay, I really apologize for this. One should never film anything in the bathroom unless you're making a very special kind of video. But it's nighttime now, and this is the only place where there's decent light. And I wanted to get how my coffee dye finally came out. Now looking on the phone, it's got a little more tan to it in real life. In fact, I think over here on the side, it's showing a little truer, like on the edge, than it is in the middle. But you can see the difference against the white towel. Not that that is the whitest towel in the universe, because as you can see, I use it when I color my hair, or to wash my colored hair. And at first I didn't like the straight lines. They're kind of growing on me. I was gonna, get a little wet toothbrush and kind of brush them out and soften them a little. I think I'm gonna leave them. It's a little more subtle. Actually, it's a lot more subtle on the back. So, I mean, I could use that if I wanted to, but no, I think I'm gonna use it as it is. I may use like this end. I didn't check to see what time it is. It's about 8:15 or so. So not quite time to start Salem stitching. But soon.